All right, what's up, everybody? We are live, I believe. Yep. Here we are. Call out anything. You know the routine. Call out anything if you want to see it. I'll give it just a second, and someone calls out something first, we'll check that out first. Otherwise, I'll just start going through my watch list. I picked out some charts that I want to take a look at. Some things we marked up on our last live that look pretty nice. I'll just start messing around with AUD right now. I'll call something out and I'll switch to your chart when you come on. All right. Yeah, we already looked at this one. We drew this one up like a couple videos ago. We'll go ahead and just delete that. Start over. All right. Pretty range bound here, it looks like. Move on. Here's something that played out. So far, played out. Here we go. We'll go to the 4 hour. What we were looking at last time was the break, and then the pattern here. And then the break of that pattern happened. And right around here is where we said it would come up. It went up a little bit further than, you know, but these predictions aren't going to be perfect. You know, these aren't going to be perfect. Let's see where we're at kind of now. Broke our white EMA, broke that support we drew, kind of retested it from the bottom with some wicks. See, there's the 30-minute. There's the 30-minute. What's up, everybody? Call out a chart. Let's see what you want. Let's see it. Let's see something. You can also share your ideas. That'd be awesome too. We go over them. Share our ideas. That'd be awesome, man. So, I love that. Do I still think it can come down? Of course. Of course. NFP tomorrow. So, trade with caution. It's going to be a big one. We'll go over that here in a little bit. Gold, all right. All right, Lady C. Welcome. Thank you for coming by. Look at this. Last time, we were trading with our buddy Sunshine. You know, Sunshine might be a girl. I'm not sure, but we're trading with or talking to Sunshine, and he or she had a trade here, or right around here. They're asking if maybe they had a trade down here. I can't remember exactly, but they're asking if they should hold on to it or whatever. They caught a little bit of a move up to here, and when we came. We're seeing the next video. We seen this right about here, and I was saying these exhaustion candles were kind of they were kind of giving me reason to think it was kind of slowing down and maybe pulling back. And I drew out this purple zone. So what happened was, first of all, she had a trade down here, I think, or she had her stop down here, and I told her there was a risk of it coming back down here to touch. And I think, okay, yeah. Can you check Bank Nifty? Yeah, I'll check that out. So her target was like 1870, and just barely. So she might have held on, she might not have held on, but she would have caught just a little bit, couple more pips, maybe missed her target. Right here, this is like, it almost touched perfectly. This gold for me is kind of like, you know, NFP's coming up next, and gold's going to be affected by those numbers, I believe, either way. I believe if NFP comes out strong, I'm expecting, you know, strength in the dollar, weakness in stocks, weakness in commodities, and I'm expecting the exact opposite if it comes out weak. If it comes out weak, the numbers come out weak, I'm expecting strength in stocks, you know, weakness in dollar. And the main reason for that is the jobs numbers. The Fed is like really data dependent right now, and if the jobs data hasn't cooled down yet, they want things to cool down so they can tackle this inflation. And if the jobs numbers hasn't cooled down yet, the Fed is expected to keep their hawkish tone. And if, you know, and maybe if jobs do kind of cool down, start cooling down a little bit, it can take some pressure off of them. So it kind of all depends on, a lot of these moves will depend on what happens tomorrow, I believe. But that's what we had last time. We drew this from right here. Let's delete it now. And draw some things up. First time here, not Lady C, it was a different Sunshine that had the gold trade going. Let's see here. Let's clear these charts up a little bit. Okay. Well, it kind of, you know, that's a lot of bullish momentum. Perfect retest of this resistant turn support. I mean, the only thing you just got to be careful of is the NFP. Like I said, if it comes out a certain way. Hey, what's up, Tabby? If it comes out a certain way, you could be looking at some strong momentum up or down. But technically, if NFP wasn't coming, you know, if NFP wasn't coming up tomorrow, all this pretty much looks bullish. And let's see here. That's what we got right there. So, means some possible moves. Could be something like this. You know? But to me, if it was going to make an upside move, this, it kind of looks like it would fill up the, make the pattern look better. Yeah, hi Lady Z. If we see it break down below this level and maybe reclaim this, screen is all black for you. Is the screen black for anybody else? Let me know. Oh, okay, cool. I thought, man, thought I was recording this whole time with the black screen. If we see something like this, reclaiming that level right around in here, you could see some more downside. And there's some levels to target, you know. We'll draw some targets out. Something like that. Like I said, NFP tomorrow comes out strong. Looking for dollar strength, weakness in stocks, and weakness in commodities. So I believe gold, you know, my opinion is that it would come down. I think that looks good right there. Anything else? Anybody? Call out a chart and I'll pull it up and we'll check. Okay, you said Bank Nifty. Let's see here. All right, let's check out what we got going on. So here's 4 charts I use that I'm checking out something. I'll go with the dollar up here in the corner, left hand, top left. I mean, not the dollar, the daily, sorry. It's late here. The 4 hour over here on the right, down at the bottom, 30 minute and the 5 minute. 30 minutes is probably my favorite chart, but I use all the other ones to kind of get a better idea of what's going on. So when we start drawing something up, I like to start on the 4 hour, or I do start on the hour sometimes. We'll start here. I mean the daily. Here we go. Hold on, sorry. All right. Let's see here. It's a daily. I'll just leave that off for now. We'll go with the 4 hour now. Don't want to draw too much on the daily. I do not like these session bars or whatever the hell they are. Looks pretty clear on the 4 hour too. Looks pretty clear to me. All right. Man, that's a lot of upside recently, man. I know I've seen headlines on the Bank Nifty, but I'm not really familiar with what's going on. Aussie Kiwi. Yep, we'll take a look at that. You have a sell trade on, and it doesn't seem to be promising anymore. Okay, yeah. Let me know what are your levels at. What are you selling from, and where's your stop loss, and where'd you take profit? We'll take a look at that next. Hell yeah. Oh, here we go. This looks like a pretty significant area. Okay, 4 hour again. I don't know. Even though there's a lot of bullish momentum, I just don't like this price action. I just don't like. I do not like the trend line break, and it kind of looks convincingly, and it's broken below the weekly pivot point, way below the daily. Broke this trend line under the ZMAs, pretty good distance away from the 200, or it's a white. This is a custom EMA. It's not a 200 exactly. It's 2 something. I don't know. That's the 4 hour. That would take a while to fill. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're looking for sells because it broke this trend line, you want to see it. This move right here looks pretty stretched. It looks pretty long. Looks like it needs a pullback. And then again, I personally wouldn't want to be looking for sells unless we get below this level down here. Make that lower low. Because then if that happens, I'm not sure. This kind of looks like a divergence to me, RSI divergence. Let's check it out. Let's go to the 4 hour and see if it is. So even from right here, this looks like a big divergence. Just losing momentum. You have that slowing momentum, and then what you have, so you have this slowing momentum here, and then you have this lower high. You catch a lower low, you know, then I would be looking for sales. But just looking at the chart, not knowing anything about what's going on with the Nifty 50, I mean, I wouldn't be trading it right now for me. Aussie New Zealand dollar. Hey, thanks for calling that out, man. What is it? ANUP. ANUP. AUDNZD. Let's see here. We drew this up a while ago. There was a trade we caught somewhere around here. I'm not sure. Let's redo this. Let's redo this. There we go. Let's fix this chat real quick. There we go. Oops. All right. So you say, okay, you have a sell trade on. Where are you at? I kind of, that way, I mean, are you in profit, or are you like up here, or can you get to break even? Are you in the hole right now? So for sells, this looks like a lot of strong momentum to be selling into. That's the old saying, catching a falling knife. Especially this right here. We pointed this out in a couple other videos. That little action right there looks like it's just coiling up to do something. Yeah, to me, it looks like it's coiling up to go up. I wouldn't want to be short this thing until I would want to see a break of this at least, you know, break of this trend line first. Ooh, what's going on with this mouse? Okay. Maybe something like that. You might want it to break that first. But this just does, it just looks like a lot of strong momentum to be in a sell for sure. If I was in a sell at this area, man, I'd get out. Me personally, I'm saying me, because of this action here where I believe that it's gonna, you know, go up. Are you underwater in this one already? There's a lot of things that's going on with China right now, with them opening and everything. And last night they what was it, or the night before, where they I think they eased up on some of the restrictions on coal, and we've seen some really good upside in the AUD. This to me just does not look, it doesn't look bearish. Maybe if you're really looking for a bearish move. But then, okay, hold on. I mean, it is at the 3.8. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be getting into any sells unless I seen some breaking of this trend line, break of some, you know, some lower lows, break back below my EMAs. We can get, let's see here. Something like that. And break below the EMA and retest it along with this this area here. Break below this trend line. There's a lot of things I'd like to see it break before I enter a sell. Let's see here. Anything else, anybody? Call something out. Let's do it. I got a little bit of time. Start going through what I had on my watch list. There's the AUD USD. Okay, we were checking out the Kiwi dollar already. Again, all depends on NFP tomorrow. Let's move on. This one didn't even come close to playing out like we thought it was. Let's see here. Let's move on. Ooh, here's one. We've been waiting for this for a while. We drew this up a while back. It was stuck in this range for a while. Was waiting for it to break, I believe. Here's another one that's, I mean, sometimes you just call things in if it just looks nice, you know? And if you, they're not going to be perfect. These areas that I'm drawing out aren't going to be perfect, but if you're looking for something like this and you see what actually happened, could you have not gotten in? Like, let's see here. Let's erase this for a second. Triple top, whatever you want to call it. Break of this trend line here. Right here. Plus an engulfing candle. Pretty strong engulfing candle. You could put a stop order. You know? I like doing that. You would have already had a 2-to-1. So I believe big players breaking the support, coming up for the retest, bring it up higher, because when you break this support, let's do this real quick. You break this support, everybody's going short, or not everybody, breakout traders going short, maybe even on the retest right here. They're placing their stops here. There's traders that sold here at this breakout, maybe. They put, you know, right here. And they put their stops, you know, 50 pips, 40 pips away around in here. Let's see here. You got people that maybe come here. Oh, it's a double top. Let's sell this. So because of this break, whoops. What the hell? You got the breakout traders, you got the retest, breakout retest traders, then you got the double top at the you know, resistance traders. Let's take their stop losses. Let's take their stop loss. Big boys, that's what they're thinking. Let's take their stop losses and go in the direction that everybody knew we were going anyways. And that might sound a little like conspiracy, but when I'm saying big boys, I mean like the banks. These banks and stuff know where your stop losses are, and they know where the pockets of liquidity are, and they can grab it. So, do I see more downside for the euro? I do. I do. But it's Friday, NFP's tomorrow. We'll see. You might want to see a pullback before you try to enter anything like this. Let's see. Let's draw out a pullback. That 618 comes right in with that recent support turn resistance. All right, we got some people in here. Thank you for coming by. Call out any charts. We'll move on from Euro USD. Here we are around in these areas, you know. Look at this too. Another thing that makes me think it might pull back a little bit. Got that divergence right there. Running out of momentum, losing steam. Could get a pullback. So, a plan that I like to do. Let's see, here we are. I would like to see at least a test to this. Maybe even a break above, then back down. Something like that. We'll leave that like that for now. Take this off. Take that off. Okay, let's move on. Oh, another thing. I mean, this looks like more downside to me. But what do I know? Here's one. This thing. Sometimes you just draw out these charts and they come so close to being exactly what you drew out. In our last video, this is where we were. And my exact words were, I'm gonna wait. My exact words, quote, I'm probably gonna wait for a pullback, and then I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if it did exactly this, and I drew this out, and it came so close to doing it. 190 something pips. Yeah. Where can we go with this now, I guess? I should take a screenshot of this. Hold on. Let me zoom out and do it. Save that for later. All right. Yeah, I marked this out. I remember because I was like, I think it's going down, but these candles, that's a big move. Makes me think there's a lot of bullish pressure. And then I drew that out. And here we are now. Let's see where we're at now. Call out another chart, guys. Where can it go now? Friday, NFP tomorrow. Be really careful trading. Sound like a broken record over here, but I'm going to wait for a pullback before I even try to look for more downside. Maybe not that deep of a pullback, but I'll check things out. Look at price action as it comes to me. Oh yeah, this is one we went through last time too. And I said, here's where we were. I think it was like right there or somewhere. I can't remember. Maybe it was right here. Something like that. And they were asking if there could be more downside. And I pointed this out right here. Like it fished down here to grab some liquidity. Fish down there, and then you know, because that goes all the way back to right here, July 2022. Mark that up as maybe a possible little stop hunt. Reclaim this area here. Let's see. Stop hunt. Come back, reclaim it, and then move on up. We didn't draw out the arrow or anything, but I was like, be careful, you know, of downside this right here. Keep an eye on that. It could be a false break. Where are we at now? All right. We do have that, possible false break. Fake break. We are running into some the recent high. So what you want to be careful of with this, so everybody's going to see this, right? Everybody can see that. What I'd be careful of, what I see happen a lot, is something where it does this. Everybody thinks it's coming, you know, it's okay, it broke out, we're doing the break retest deal. Here we go. But it just does something like this and just melts down. They need that liquidity. There might be some stop losses around here. Some stop losses around here. Watch it though. It could also, you know, doesn't have to be that. It could retest that and go up too. you'll just want to keep an eye on that. If I see a double top formation or M formation on my YEMA, and then it kind of let's see, we see the M formation right here. If I see something where it comes down here and breaks and then retest the neckline below my EMAs, I'm just gonna sell. That's the 4 hour though. So this would take a while to play out, but we'll move on. Okay. Euro pound. I'm just gonna move on. We'll get through a couple more pairs. I will move on. Move on. Well, oh, here we go. So with this, I was explaining that where we were when we came to this pair, somewhere right here, and it had just busted this support here, and was kind of making a continuation pattern flagger or pennant or whatever the hell it's called. And I'm over here preaching, hey, there's some stop losses down here that I think you should get. And it could even come down here and get these stop losses down here. Yeah, NFP tomorrow. And my plan is, or I believe, NFP comes in strong, expecting strength in dollar, weakness in stocks and commodities. And if it comes in weak, if the NFP numbers come in weak, I'm expecting weakness in dollar and strength in stocks and commodities. And the reason is, I said the Fed is really data dependent right now on their rate hikes and where they're going to go with the terminal rate. And if jobs, and they're trying to kill growth and slow down the economy and to tackle this inflation. And if the jobs data hasn't cooled down yet, the Fed is expected to keep their hawkish tone. And if the jobs data looks like it is starting to cool down, it might take some pressure off of the Fed. And so yeah, it kind of all depends on what happens tomorrow. But there's my plan for what happens. So we have that happening, and then we have earnings coming up. So, I mean, and everybody's expecting earnings to be so horrible. If earnings come out and they're not as bad, or they're not as bad as people are expecting, that could be positive for the market, and there could be some upside, even though people believe, like I do, that we're going into a recession. There could be some upside, short-term upside, if earnings and stuff like that aren't as bad as expected. So with this, we can erase that. Do we still think it can come down here? It could. Let's see. I do believe it could come down here, but keep an eye on price action. Let's mark out this. Could see something like that. Or yeah, if we see something come up here and touch around here, create the M, break the, I mean, there's so many. I would just be kind of reluctant to take a buy right now at these highs with this big move. You know just as well as I do, we're always seeing pullback, so. Call out a chart, everybody. Anybody? Aussie CAD. We were in live, and one of the people in our live, who was it? It was, can't remember exactly who it was. I think it was our buddy Capital. He was in a sell, or he had a pending sell order. It got taken in somewhere right around here, and that news about the coal, China relaxing the restrictions on Australian coal came out, and there was a lot of strength. A lot of strength came up to here. I mean, he had it right though. I mean, look at this. It just came back down and faded. So oil. If you're looking for downside in oil, I'm looking for a pullback. But also, this right here, whoops. It's a mean divergence right there. Whoops. We could see something like this. At least right there. Or it could just continue tanking right now. Who knows? Again, NFP tomorrow. Aussie Swiss. If I'm looking for upside, it's like this. And this, oops. Yeah, after I see this break here, and I see this retest here, if I see this area break down and it break down it below this trend line again, a lot of times I see price melt. But you have this textbook downtrend, break of the trend line, retest the trend line. So keep an eye on price action. Let's see. I got a message real quick. Hold on. Thanks for the new followers. You guys are awesome. Thank you for coming by. That's awesome. All right, let's move on from here. Okay, we went through gold. The S&P. Here we are. So, a weak NFP tomorrow. And you're expecting some strength in stocks. Why? Because a weaker job data could take a little bit of pressure off of the Fed, and if markets start pricing that in, that's positive for stocks. This is what we drew out last time. It hasn't been able to break out of this range we drew. We're expecting at least a pull. If we're seeing some downside, I want to see at least touch of this 50 or the 618. Where are we at here? But yeah, this is something we've been looking at for a minute. If we get, like I said, if we get a miss in the NFP, upside is expected. I'm expecting upside, and then earnings season, earnings come in, and if that isn't as bad as people think it should be, that could be some additional upside. I think I'm going to keep this just like this. But if we see something to where it's like reclaims this level, breaks that, we could see some upside. Oops. So I'm gonna take that off though. All depends on NFP tomorrow. Dollar. The dollar chart. Let's see. Anybody got a chart they want to look at? I'm probably gonna hop off here in a minute. Wow, thanks for coming by, guys. This is awesome. Definitely enjoying the new followers, man. This is awesome. Thank you, guys. Yeah, of course, like I've been saying, dollar. All depending on NFP tomorrow. And we're back to the Aussie dollar. Back to where we started. Let's see, we'll go through. Let's see. We'll quickly run through things to see if I see anything that catches my eye. Alright. I got a lot of things already marked on the watch list, so I'm just seeing if I missed anything. This kind of looks strong to me. This whole thing. Looks pretty strong to me. That coiling action. Then you got another one in here. Right at that high. So I would not be surprised if you see something like this. Up to here. At least. Continue. We did it. We did it. Ooh. All right, guys, I think I'm going to take off. Any last minute charts before I bounce? Well, I think that's about all I want to look at right now, guys. Thank you for coming by again. It was awesome. We'll see you next time.